my name is Tina, and in today's video I want to show you how you can do Tokyo on a budget. I came to Japan for the first time when I was a student and I had no money, and I actually never ran out of things to do here in Tokyo. So for this video I picked activities/places that are either completely free or that you can do for very little money. Let's get started!
Ueno Park is one of Tokyo's largest and most well-known public parks. It opened to the public in 1873, making it one of Japan's first official parks. The area was originally part of Kanneji Temple, a powerful temple complex during the Edo period, which explains why you still find several historic buildings and shrines here today.
I'm currently standing here in front of the entrance of Ueno Park and also Ueno Zoo. It's actually way more fun to walk around here than, for example, in other parks, because you have at every corner you have another temple or shrine. But there are like several museums here in this area. Maybe the most important one of them being the National Museum, which I'm standing in front of right now.
The Tokyo National Museum is the oldest in the country and has an impressive collection of art and artifacts, from ancient pottery to samurai armor.
Here's Toshogu Shrine. Right when you enter the park at the main entrance, you will see the entrance to this shrine as well.
Scattered around Ueno Park are several historic religious sites. One of the most famous is Toshogu Shrine, dedicated to Tokugawa Ieyasu, the founder of the Tokugawa shogunate.
I just quickly googled why this shrine is so important. It was dedicated to Tokugawa Ieyasu, a very important figure in Japanese history, and it survived the bombings of World War II. On one side of Ueno Park you will find the Shinobazu pond that was modeled after Lake Biwa. And in the middle of it there is Bentendo Temple, which is dedicated to the goddess Benzaiten, which is the goddess of wisdom and fortune.
Shinobazu Pond is located on the park's southwest side and divided into three sections: a lotus pond, a duck pond and a boating pond. In the summer, the lotus leaves spread across the water, creating a unique view you won't see in many other parts of Tokyo.
Apart from taking a walk around the lake, you can also take a boat ride on the lake.
Just outside the park on the west side is Ameyoko, a lively market street filled with small shops and food stalls. It's a completely different atmosphere, noisy, colorful and full of energy, and worth a quick visit after your time in the park. Cherry blossom season is one of the most popular times to visit Tokyo. The season usually lasts only a couple of weeks, with peak bloom often falling in late March or early April, depending on the weather. During this time, parks, riversides and gardens across the city are lined with pale pink flowers, and people gather to enjoy them in a tradition called hanami, literally flower viewing. While cherry blossoms are the highlight of spring, Tokyo has seasonal attractions all year. In autumn, parks and gardens are filled with red and gold leaves. Summer brings fireworks festivals such as the Sumida River fireworks and lively local festivals with street food and parades. In winter, many parts of the city feature elaborate light displays, especially around Christmas, like those in Roppongi Hills or along Marunouchi's Nakadori. No matter when you visit, there's almost always some kind of event or seasonal highlight in Tokyo.
And I came to another place that many tourists probably don't know about, which is Koganei Park. The reason why I'm actually here is the Tokyo Edo Open Air Museum. Another thing that you can do in Japan that doesn't cost a lot of money is to go to museums. You're going to have a lot to do. Like it's a big place, several zones.
The Edo-Tokyo Open Air Architectural Museum is a place where you can step directly into Tokyo's past. Located in Koganei Park, this outdoor museum preserves and displays historic buildings from different eras of the city's history.
My plan was to come to Zone E first. Here are a couple of more interesting buildings. The other ones are interesting as well, but the other ones are partly buildings of famous Japanese people that I've never heard about.
The museum covers structures from the Edo period, the Meiji period and the early Showa period. This means you can see how the city evolved, from wooden merchant houses to early modern Western-style architecture.
One of the more popular buildings is the old public bathhouse that we're going to next. I definitely wanted to mention Sakura in this video because we just had Sakura season, and like case in point, now it's Wisteria. Remember the name? Wisteria. Visiting temples and shrines in Japan is usually very much for free, or they only want a very small entrance fee for, usually for maintenance.
Jindaiji is Tokyo's second oldest temple. I'll let you guys guess which one is the oldest, but it's another famous site in the city. Jindaiji is located in Chofu, about a 30-minute train ride from Shinjuku.
The last time I came here, there was some festival going on and there were so many people I couldn't really film the temple itself. Jindaiji temple is dedicated to Jindaiji Daikoku-ten, a goddess associated with good fortune, prosperity. What most of them are. You have Emma. These are these wooden plates where people write wishes on, and then they leave them at the temple so that the wish might come true. So, and then you have these places where you can buy umamori and things for good luck.
Next to the temple is the Jindaiji Botanical Garden, one of the largest botanical gardens in Tokyo.
A lot of people will tell you that the botanical garden here is very beautiful and worth visiting. In this area you should try the handmade soba, and I'm on my way to a soba place that should be already open now.
Chofu is one of the best places in Tokyo to try soba, made fresh each day. The restaurants near Jindaiji often grind their own buckwheat flour, and the noodles are served either chilled with dipping sauce or in hot broth.
So they have a couple of soba sets here on their menu, cold soba and hot soba, usually like cold soba in the summer, right? I cannot slurp. In Japan, slurping your noodles is a sign that they are good, that you enjoy them.
There are several small stores near the temple selling traditional crafts, sweets and local specialties. It's a nice place to find souvenirs that aren't mass-produced, things like handmade pottery, wooden items or regional snacks to take home. The streets around Chofu Station and the road leading toward Jindaiji have shops and decorations inspired by Gegege no Kitaro.
This place is famous for quite an old anime or manga series that is called Gegege no Kitaro. You see it behind me here a little bit. This is a show about yokai, supernatural creatures. Well, we got Fudaten Shrine directly here in front of me, so this is where you get first when you arrive at the station in Chofu.
A short walk from Chofu Station, Fuda Tenjin Shrine is a quiet place of worship. It's dedicated to Tenjin, the deity of learning. So many students visit to pray for success in their studies. When people think of city views in Tokyo, the first places that come to mind are usually Tokyo Tower or Skytree, and both of those require an entrance fee. You might also have heard of the Tokyo Metropolitan Government Building in Shinjuku, but there's a newer option you might not know about. In 2023, Azabudai Hills Complex opened in central Tokyo, and with it came the Mori JP Tower, currently Japan's tallest office building.
Inside the Mori Tower on the 33rd floor, there is a cafe, and if you go there and you just have to buy a coffee, you have an amazing view over this area here in Tokyo, including the Tokyo Tower. I think this is the best view that you can get of the Tokyo Tower, or I haven't found a better one. So Azabudai Hills is a complex, a modern shopping complex, slightly upscale. You can see here's like Dior directly behind me.
Azabudai itself is an upscale district, known for its mix of business offices, luxury residences and high-end shops.
Good start into the day, but you can definitely call it a hidden gem because nobody else is here. Was not the best decision to come here today. I hope you can imagine that it looks better when it's not raining. Anyhow.
The ground floors of Azabudai Hills are filled with shops ranging from international brands to Japanese designers. There are also cafes, bakeries and restaurants, serving everything from casual lunches to high-end dining.
In one of the buildings on the ground floor, on the basement floor, there's also like a very good food market that you can check out. I was just reminded that here at Azabudai Hills you can also find one of the Team Lab exhibitions, which would not be part of this video as it's not on a budget, it's not cheap. I'm standing in front of Hamarikyu Garden. If you haven't heard about this garden, don't worry, we're going there. The cool thing about it is that it has a little tea house in the center of it. Costs only 300 yen to get in here.
Hamarikyu is part of Tokyo's rich collection of Japanese gardens, each offering a different style and atmosphere. Others include Koishikawa Korakuen, one of the oldest gardens in Tokyo, Rikugien Garden, famous for its autumn colors and landscaping inspired by classical poetry, and the Eastern Garden of the Imperial Palace, which offers wide open spaces and historical ruins.
Hamarikyu Garden was the family garden of the Tokugawa shogun. I just checked the map and there are actually several tea houses. The one in the middle of the pond. Many Japanese gardens feature a pond.
Hamarikyu Garden is a historic Japanese garden located near Tokyo Bay in the Chuo Ward. Originally a feudal lord's private garden in the Edo period, it was later opened to the public in 1946.
This garden is really so beautiful. I'm glad that I came here even though it is raining.
Inside the garden, the traditional tea house offers a chance to try matcha, green tea, paired with seasonal wagashi sweets. It's a quiet spot to rest and enjoy Japanese tea culture in an authentic setting. One of the best free activities in Tokyo is finding great photo spots. The city is full of iconic and quirky places, perfect for capturing memorable images.
This is very, very obvious, but Tokyo is full of really interesting photo spots. And I'm going to show you another one that you might not have heard about. Let me know in the comments if you know about this place. There it is. If you're looking for it, look for the Shiodome Tower. It's in front of that. So if you have no idea what you're looking at here, this is the clock designed by Hayao Miyazaki, the guy behind the Ghibli movies. And if you don't know what that is basically the Japanese version of Disney. Basically, when you come here at one of these times, you can see the clock moving. I count myself lucky today because it's not that crowded actually. I'm on Omotesando right now, which is like the Champs-Élysées of Tokyo. Window shopping and just walking around and exploring in Tokyo can be very exciting and interesting. You don't even have to buy anything.
You can walk along Takeshita Street, famous for its colorful shops and crowds, explore the quieter Ura-Harajuku side streets with smaller boutiques, or visit Omotesando for high-end brands and modern architecture.
When we're talking about Harajuku, you will probably think about Takeshita Street. If you're coming for the first time and you definitely want to see it, please go. But I would recommend you instead, for example, to explore the backside of Harajuku, which is like here, Ura-Harajuku.
Harajuku is one of Tokyo's most famous fashion districts with a long history. It became a fashion hub in the 1960s, when Japan's youth culture started blending Western styles with their own. Harajuku isn't just about fashion, though that's the main attraction. It's popular among young people who often dress in unique styles like visual kei, Lolita fashion, kawaii culture, and streetwear.
Takeshita Street is not a street that I would recommend you to go to, but for the sake of it,
walking through Takeshita Street and the surrounding areas is great for window shopping and discovering unexpected finds. The side streets have small stores and vintage shops worth exploring at your own pace.
you got a lot of street food in Harajuku these days, and not necessarily traditional street food, but like modern.
Harajuku's street food scene offers treats like crepes, rainbow cotton candy and other snacks that are fun to eat on the go and perfect for a quick energy boost while exploring. Tokyo is full of unique restaurants and cafes, and you don't have to spend a lot to enjoy them. A coffee and cake at a local cafe is affordable and offers a chance to experience Japanese cafe culture. Eating out in Tokyo can be very affordable, and going to a cafe doesn't always mean just coffee and cake. Many cafes serve savory items, lunch sets and more. It's a great way to relax during a day of exploring.
But this cake is so good. It tastes like matcha, obviously. Cream is very sweet. There are also chain restaurants that you can go to, for example, all the family restaurants like Saizeria. There are also cheap sushi places, like I'm just standing right next to a Kura Sushi. But today I thought I just found a better place that we can go to and that I can show you that you probably haven't heard about. So.
The two spots that I went to for this video are Sunday Brunch in Shimokitazawa and Otoya in Nakameguro. These places are popular but don't necessarily have high prices. If you want to check prices before you go, you can either use Google Maps to get a rough idea, look at the cafe's homepage or menu online, or simply check the menu when you arrive.
I haven't been to Otoya in a while. First of all, very cheap, very delicious. Can highly recommend it. Many people don't know about this chain restaurant. So yeah. This was my top 10 list of things in Tokyo that you can either do for free or that cost very little. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have the feeling that I forgot anything, please let me know in the comments. Also, as always, if you liked this video, if you thought this video is useful, don't forget to give it a like and also subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you then in the next one.